Are we on? Yay! We're live, Dave.
We're
Hey!
live now. Yeah, it's going to be a short one, isn't it, Clive?
It's going to be, well, let's play it by ear. Let's see if I get any guests. Let's see what happens, because we may have a guest come in. We may have a guest who doesn't come in. Let's wait and see. And how we play the game, Dave.
Yeah. Hang on. I've just got to do this.
Good man.
Your mum's in, so no swearing, no fighting, no fucking eye gouging or anything like that.
Oh, mate, if I can't do that, she'll kill me, won't she?
I'm just telling you, Valerie's in the house, mate, so you need to be on your best behaviour, otherwise someone will end up with very, very hard slap legs.
So the governor's in, is she?
The governor's in. Good evening, Valerie. Good evening, Wayne.
So, yeah, Verly, how are you, Mum? I hope you're all right, love.
Just come back from the gym. You must have been down there 8 hours.
Mate, he's a monster. He's a monster. So, yeah, Dave, how are you today, man?
Hang on, whoa. Hang on, right. Let me see your hands. Okay, carry on. I'm going to get hold of him. Don't worry. You're not on public. You're not on public.
I was.
Said you're not on public. So wait a minute. Carry on. Is he on public now?
I was on public. Oh, he keeps changing the settings, man. He keeps changing the settings. Checking now.
I'm holding my hands up. So no one.
Checking now.
Can you check it now? Can you check it now? Can you check it now, please, Carrie Ann? We will get a grip of him. Oi, Mr. Nigel.
Is it on set? I've just changed the settings, so.
He's changed the settings, Carrie Ann. Is he public now, please? Can you tell me? She's probably having a look.
No. What? Wait now. Let's go back. Are you on my page?
We could all explode.
It says it's on public, Dave. It says it's on public.
Right. Is your Facebook on public?
It says it's on public.
All okay. All done. Well done, Clive.
Mate,
don't touch anything else, mate.
I'm not.
Can you do the live stream with your hands like this, like an Indian?
I'll give you that.
No, you have another little push. Look. Yeah, that's it. Right, okay, go away, Clive. Yeah, go on. No, put them there.
So,
yeah.
Right.
Comfortable killing yourself.
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
Go on, mate.
How's your day been, Dave? How's your day been first?
It's been all right. It's been busy, but I expected that. Lots of messages, lots of people. I've been on to. Heather's been on to me several times, FaceTiming and all that, as she has with yourself, even there.
Yeah.
And so all that's it's gone well to be on that side of things. I then had a granddad nap about 4:30-ish.
Granddad nap.
And I got a phone call from somebody from France, phoned me up.
Yeah.
And I looked at my watch, and because I've got an SAS type watch front.
Yeah.
It's got the old hands, with the Roman numerals.
Yeah.
So I looked at it. It said 8:10. And I thought, I've had a good night's kip. I slept from 4:30 in the afternoon Saturday, and it's 8:30 Sunday morning. Brilliant.
Bloody hell. And
10-15 minutes later, I looked at my old TV with GB News on, looked at the bottom right-hand corner. It said 2020, which in new money and forces speak is 2020 at night. And I thought, I've not slept all Sunday, all Saturday afternoon, late evening, all Saturday night, and all Sunday day. It's impossible. And then I've realised, I've looked at the date, and it's Saturday. It's Saturday evening, not Sunday fucking morning. So, but it was nice because I've had like 4 hours good. It's got to be 4 hours good kip if you wake up and you think it's the morning.
And that's great, mate. That's great, because I tell you what, today I've had a busy day. I've been talking to Heather quite a lot. Mate, she's in a good place, but she's been tested, I'm telling you. And I think you'll be able to...
Tested as in what? What, her patience?
Her patience. She showed me around...
COVID.
No tested as COVID. This is tested in emotions, tested in...
Yeah, of course. Yeah, her resilience.
Yeah, resilience is a brilliant word to use. She's still got her faculties. She's still in a good place. She's still grounding. And to be honest with you, Dave, we done a little bit of work together today. And that took it out of me, really. Because when you're working with people, PTSD camp, it does take it out of it.
Got a bit of news about them. Got a brilliant bit of news.
Good.
Yeah.
But
go on.
We done a little bit of work. Her son, Thomas, dropped off 2 bags. All right. But the reception were a bit off with him. When he took the bags in for her, and these were, I tell you what was in the bags, was them nutrient drinks she has. All right. He took 12 of them in. They were frozen, but they told her they got nowhere to store them.
Okay.
So she can't have them. So they took the cigarettes off her. They wouldn't let her go outside to have a ciggy. So she got a little bit. You know yourself, Dave. It gets stressful when you get into an uncomfortable environment. And they check in on you.
If you're out of your comfort zone, it's hard work.
It is hard work, and we keep saying relationship, change, money are the biggest stresses in life. They keep checking on her. They keep walking. I didn't realise the accommodation she's in. It is a proper prison. It's like a prison cell, but a little bit more.
Yeah, people are allowed to come and go.
She's not, though, because she's got a.
No,
she's confined to her room.
No. Where I was, you were. Some were. I wasn't. Some are. Some can't. Some can.
So
some can't.
For some unknown reason, she's got to spend 3 days in that room. And what they're saying is she's confined to the room because of they're making the excuse of COVID, and they're not giving her the stuff because they're saying, well, we've got to actually keep it until the 3 days are up. And let me tell you, when you rely on cigarettes and stuff to keep you going, they're luxuries. I call them luxuries, and they are luxuries. You can get stressed, and your mind can run, and the inner conversation. So that's what we sorted out today, and we had a brilliant, chat. We were laughing. I think we had more laughs than anything. But Thomas went there. Thomas was ill-treated by the reception.
Thomas was ill-treated?
Yeah, by the receptionist. What?
In what manner was he ill-treated?
He took the bags in with all her stuff in the bags, and it was 2 bags, and they're quite full. Pyjamas, onesies, women's stuff.
You normally use the whole bag, you know what I mean? That's the idea of them.
But this is what they said to him. This is an hospital, not a home. Why are you bringing so much stuff here?
Well, it's not. It's a home for her at the moment, isn't it? That's where
it's a home for her. But come on.
At the moment.
They shouldn't be treating he's a nearest relative. They shouldn't be treating him like that.
No.
Imagine the stresses he's under. Because, all right, yeah.
He's RAF, isn't he?
He's RAF. He's got work.
Yeah.
And he's got this situation going on. We know this game's being played, but at the moment we've got our opinions, and until we get everything cleared off the decks, we can't be 100%. So, but I phoned up as well today, Dave. I recorded it.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming in. Share this because this is about Heather.
Listen, the likes are nice, but listen, the sharing is much more
important. Because this is about Heather, and Heather, Heather Wall's been detained. She's been sectioned under the Mental Health Act, Section 135. All right, so a -1, and the reason they've sectioned her, they've said, is because she's vulnerable. And today I spoke to a gentleman on the phone by the name of Dennis, and he's a mental health support worker, and he actually the phone went down. It did, but you heard what I shared the conversation with you. The reason I haven't shared it on you is because I've done something. I didn't tell him I was recording it, so I'm at the moment. I'm waiting
for. You can't put it up.
I can't. I'm waiting for advice.
You've got to save that for any possible criminal case.
Yeah, but the best thing was
whether that's admissible or not.
Exactly. When I said to him, "Have you met Heather?" He said, "Yeah, no problem." Yeah, I have. And Heather,
definitely.
Mate, I had Heather on the phone while I was recording it, and Heather was listening to it, and he turned around and he said, "Yeah, I've met her." I said, "What do you think of Heather?" He said, "Oh, she's in a vulnerable state." And I thought, yeah, she's in a vulnerable state because the way you're treating her. You're not giving her any therapy. She's had traumas. She's had past traumas. I didn't say it, but she had past traumas there.
I've heard a copy of the video.
You know, you've heard it. But when I actually, the best one was, Dave, when I said, her faculties, do you think she's got all her faculties?
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, she's got all her faculties.
Moron.
And
so she's vulnerable. She's vulnerable, but she's got all her faculties.
Got all her faculties.
In layman's terms, for me, that means we've got her in a vulnerable position, which they're enjoying. But we understand, she does know what's going on.
And she...
What's a fucking half-wit?
When I'm talking to her, and we're shifting through the mind talk, the inner conversation we all have, which is that's the fundamentals of the stress and mental health. It become evident that her past experiences, mate, walking up the corridor when they're checking on her, they're all coming back because she thinks they're going to come in and inject her straight away. She fears in there, mate. She has this fear. And we got through that today, and it was good. We had a good session on that today.
But they should be doing all this fucking work, not you.
They should be doing it, but, you know. And then, Dave.
You couldn't make it up, could you? She's getting her therapy from outside, and she's in a fucking mental health unit.
You know, and that's... But the other thing I learned...
I wonder what they're actually doing down there. I know they're answering the phone a lot to everybody on here. I know they're doing a lot of that.
They're not, David.
I'll phone stopping for heaven with.
David,
they said to say to me in Meadowfield, David, can you stop people phoning up?
They actually ignored the phone.
Well, about a meter. Dave, I kept people's phone for me.
David, they ignored the phone calls today. They took my phone number. They still haven't phoned me back to give me a brief how she is and what's going on. So I've got to phone them. I've got to phone them in a bit. I've got to phone them in a bit. And you smoking and it's getting in my chest. I've got to phone him in a bit just to find out. I tell you, I've got to phone him in a bit just to see how she is. All right, because they haven't phoned me, so I'm going to get the update tonight. And it was an interesting
technology. Can you see how you can use this technology now with 2 or 3 devices working at the same time, and how
yeah, I've just had a message. Trinity Ward has just hung up on somebody else, so you know they're doing it, and they told me we're getting so many phone calls, Clive. You know, and I said, look, you got to understand, people are frustrated because why have you got it in there? But
listen to me.
The reason? Go on.
What you've got to do, right? These people are getting hung up on. Yeah, you need to record that because you're not getting even the chance to say this is recorded. So when they say you never recorded, you can say they never gave it a fucking chance. It's hung up.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and that's the biggest thing. You know,
it's all evidence of how these people like to operate.
It's
like the child courts, you know what I mean? The child courts are even worse.
They took the cigarettes off her, and
no, they never. Definition.
They did. They actually removed them from her bag and won't give them to her.
Yeah, that's not taking them off her. That's denying her access.
Yeah, but they're doing everything to try and get her to
the court of law. The judge will be fucking knocking his hammer every 2 minutes.
But Dave, what they're trying to do is they're trying to create her to become emotionally unstable.
They're trying to tip her over the edge. Yeah,
that's what they're trying to do. So she is actually meditating. She's using breath work. We've spoke about how to clear the mind, how to connect with your feelings.
You don't need a new SIM phone. Listen, your mum's just said you need a new SIM phone for your car, otherwise I won't answer the number. Listen, all you do is go into your settings, do number withheld. When you do number withheld, they think it's a government
They think he's a doctor. Yeah. But at the end of David, at the end of the day, I've got 4 phones going on. So I've got the house phone, I've got the house phone, and I've got 3 phones on the go.
They will log them all eventually.
Yeah, they will. But
and if you do it enough, they'll get to know the voice, like I do. You know, I'll recognise accents, regions, countries, and everything. So definitely, I've been doing it all my life.
But where we are at the moment is under section 135-1. For those of you who don't know, the magistrates issued the warrant. They've got 24 hours to do the assessment, and then a further 12 hours if they want to keep her. If you notice, David, they locked you up on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday's the day because they get the weekend, don't they?
To be honest with you, I'm not going to defend these people because I wouldn't, because they're good at doing that themselves.
Yeah.
And but what I will say to you is that was purely fluke. It just so happens that I went there on the Wednesday and then on the Thursday. You know what I mean?
So
but when you're locked up late week, that gives them a 2-day window, Saturday and Sunday, when I say, not just due to COVID, we have very small shifts then.
Well, she hasn't been assessed yet either.
They did tell me on the Friday morning, David, your assessment today that you're supposed to have within 24 hours of you coming here is not going to go ahead at 11 o'clock.
Well,
all right. I'll just
she's David. She's been told the assessments.
Half hour later, they said, not a problem.
David, her assessment, Heather's assessment ain't happening until Monday. They've already said. You know, and
I wouldn't want Heather to start making any idle threats to him. You know what I mean?
No. And I told her, don't get angry. Just let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
She's not trying to get angry. I am.
Look at your emotion and let it go. And that's what she's doing now. And we just got to keep it on that. We just got to keep it on that. All right. And see how she is. I've got a good mind to just ring her and see how she is.
Yeah. A lot of people have come in and gone out. So I think some people thought they thought it was a Dave and Clive porn channel.
Yeah, mate. Hey, look. Some people are like us. Some other people are going to hate us. All right, we don't care. At the end of the day, we've got opinions.
I like
you've got to have them, but you've got to have them. But the thing is, look, Dave. A lot of people don't realise.
I feel sad, but I do love a hate.
You are?
I feel very sad, emotionally sad for them. But I do
but hey, mate, it is what it is. Look, the way I look at it, Dave,
they will put this around just to say, look at these knobs, and people will look at it and go,
I love it. But when you
know what I mean?
After what you done, after what you done, and after what you went through, and now Heather's going through it, all right,
that's quite shocking for a lot of people.
Yeah,
because that's 2 people they know either through Facebook or like ourselves personally. Yeah. That's happened to 2 people inside a month.
Inside a month, mate. And
you imagine how many times this is duplicated, nationally.
And like I say,
they're not just swagging a couple of people off a month in this country. They're doing this on a daily basis.
And who does it benefit? That's the questions you got to ask. Who's it benefiting? Yeah, you know.
They've got budgets to keep. They've got people to fucking pay. And they need clients. And I'll rest my case there.
So I've just texted her now, and she's on the phone to somebody else. Her phone's been on the go all the time, and I know who it is as well because he's just been on the phone to me. Where's the Admiral?
Hang on, I've got a message from Heather. Give me a second. She's still on with Shane. Because Shane's ex-Navy, so he's a bit retarded that way. He'll keep you on the phone knowing full well there's a live going on.
I'm gonna do him now.
It's a Navy thing. Navy, Household Cavalry, RAF. You've got to be infantry and preferably a Queensman to have a bit of fucking thing about you. But there you go.
You have, yeah, definitely, you know. And Shane
everybody loves a sailor. Everybody thinks Queensman's gorgeous.
Wait there, 2 seconds. I'm just.
If anybody wants to sign up to the PWWL. Trust me, they're not as good as Queensland because they've been rebadged, bless them.
Really?
But bad news. Yeah. There we go. Who are you phoning? Craig.
Hello, gorgeous.
I've got Shane on it.
Right.
Oh, you would have.
You will have. Tell Shane you're going to come on a link.
I'm on a link now, so I've got Shane on the phone.
Right. I'm going to send Shane. Tell Shane to put the phone down. The link I just sent, you follow that link.
Right.
Yeah.
On Messenger. And tell Shane I'll send him a link as well.
Right, I've got.
Yeah, get Shane on there. You can see what he is. I'm only joking with you.
I'll tell him I'll send him a link.
He knows I'm pulling his phone. It's Interforces banter.
That's all right. He'll send you the link in Messenger and just click on it.
Just click on it.
Oh, Shane's the technical director now.
I tell you what, Shane, mate.
Could you imagine him running that shit?
Go on to Messenger. Oh, she ended it. She chucked me off the other side, son.
Yeah, you know why? Because Shane's sticking his oar in. He can't help himself. It's a naval thing.
Oh, I might have to do it. I might have to do it this way.
I'll put a bit of money on. Not that I'm a betting man. I'll add 50p. He ends up ruining this. Is he still on the phone to her?
Wait there now, mate. I'm gonna do something with Heather.
Couldn't make it up, could you?
Well done, Shane.
Shane, you need to get in contact and add to your list a geezer called Alan. He's up north. You two would get on famously doing live feeds together. Absolutely brilliant. It'd be like a Lauren and Hardy show, the 2021 version. He comes on with zero battery and all that sort of stuff. He'd have made a fantastic,
right.
What are they called? Stokers.
We're getting there, son. I think we're getting there. We will see now.
Okay. Yeah. That's why I don't get involved in that end of it. I'd end up strangling someone. Because to me, it's quite straightforward. But to most people, a lot of people, trust me, they can find the most easiest tasks and make them as complicated as.
I'm trying to link this in, Dave.
Yeah.
Dave, see if you can send a link to Heather.
Oh yeah, of course I can. All I do is come
right.
Here.
We got Heather on the other side. We might just have to bring her on voice, and I can see her. Yeah, send her the link.
Okay. Because if you start doing something else, I'll just stop doing what I'm doing.
No, you send her the link. I might bring her on just conversation.
Oh, okay. I'll send her the link. So where did Clive send me that link?
It's in your messenger. So, Heather, she's doing well. She's in a onesie. She's getting ready for bed, it looks like. But so we're going to bring her on. You can hear it from Heather that, she's being tested. All right. And the mental health unit say we're there for you. We're there to help you. But there's nobody's actually gone in there yet.
Does anybody know where Shane is?
Shane, how do I join the lads?
Heather's got the link. No. Right. Listen, don't start. How do I join on the malarkey? Yeah, it's the same way as you do it every time.
Just click on the link.
She clicks on the link. She clicks on the link. It will come up as a StreamYard page. Top right-hand corner or bottom right-hand corner will be 3 little dots. You click on there, it will say open in your browser, Chrome or whatever browser you use. It's just come up with a blank screen. Let me click on that link and see what happens. Right, let me click on that link I've just sent. I'll be interested to see what happens myself.
If I can't do it, I'll do it.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't come up with a blank. Yeah, it comes up with a blank screen. It says open this page in your browser. That's what it does when you click on that. I've just clicked on the same link I've sent Heather. It comes up with a StreamYard browser, with a StreamYard section. It says, open this page in your browser. It tells you on there what to do. To use StreamYard on this device, tap the 3 dots at the top. 3 little dots at the top.
Yeah.
To open with, select Chrome or Samsung Internet. That's because I've got a Samsung phone. I open in Chrome. And that brings me into a green room. It then brings you up with your picture as if you're in a film.
Yeah.
And then you say, it says in a blue box at the bottom, enter studio. When they press enter studio, that notification will come to you. And then you bring them in.
It won't connect.
Simple. It's like painted by fucking numbers.
Yeah, it won't connect.
I can do this.
No. She's got problems. She's got problems connecting. Her browser won't work on it. So I'm just going to bring it in anyway.
Right, I'll tell you why that is. Okay, now I'll tell you why that is, yeah? That's because you've got restrictions on your browser.
Yeah, but Dave, I'm just going to bring it in anyway.
Well, you can't.
I can't watch this now.
Okay, here goes the magic. Right, I'm going to say goodbye to you now, yeah, because he's now pushing buttons, right? And I might see you in...
I'm pushing the buttons on my phone.
The voice could go, anything. He'll disappear, the picture will disappear, his picture will disappear, my picture will disappear, and something will go wrong, I would think.
I can't even get on this one.
On it. I'm just working with a hunch, should we say.
You're working with a hunch with a bunch.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm working with a hunch with a bunch as well.
I'll leave that there. I'm going to go back to where I was, otherwise I shall get myself lost.
Wait there now.
There you are, Matt. Matt, here you are. This is a message from Matt. Yeah. It's only a short message. It's really easy. Just follow the instructions.
Yeah. No, it ain't going to do it that way. Can't even get on my bastard phone.
Funny enough, yeah, you can only do it the way it works. You know, like boiling a kettle. If you plug it into the gas, it won't boil.
Right, don't worry. I'm going to bring it in on this.
I'm not worried at all.
There she is.
You can try any perm of any different type of numbers, mate. It will only work with a certain way.
Why the hell is not letting us do video chat?
Because, oh, well, I don't know. That'll be your settings.
No.
Oh, no. It's StreamYard. It's not you.
This is nothing to do with StreamYard. David, this is nothing to do with StreamYard. This is to do with the phone.
Oh, I don't know about it. I don't know what you do with your phone. What you do with your phone, Clive? What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get...
Go on.
Have I got Facebook? Wait there now. Dave, fucking shut up for 2 seconds, please.
I just said what you do on your phone, and you said I'm trying to.
No, I know what it is. I had Facebook open.
Myself.
I got Facebook open on the browser. So if Facebook open on the browser, I can't get Heather on for some unknown reason.
Right, listen, I don't know what you're trying to do. You've got Facebook on your phone, yeah? Is that what you're saying? Hello?
Dave, I'm just trying to get hold of it at the moment.
Mate, I'm trying to help you out here, but you don't seem to want to know. If you don't want to know, fine, crack on with what you're doing.
No, I did. I'm trying. I know what I'm doing on the phone. But
okay, you know what you're doing. I'll be quiet then. You bring her up.
I'm going to fucking slap you in a minute.
You can't, not from there, mate. Trust me, that will not work.
I tell you what.
I know you think you can do, mate.
You're hard work, you are.
And listen, no, I'm not hard work. The one thing hard work is you.
Dave, I can't get hold of her because my phone won't link.
I know. Listen, because you're trying to do something it won't do. Yeah. You know what's in your head?
Dave.
Listen to me. No. Hear me out, right? This will help you in future life.
All right, babes, how are you?
You know the thoughts that are in your head, yeah?
Yeah.
Your phone and your devices can't hear them.
That's okay, babes. I've got you now anyway. Because look, Dave, I can't get it on my phone. I can't get in here. She's saying it goes to a black screen. Right. So,
you know that.
Dave, talk her through then.
Talk her through what?
link on the browser, StreamYard. If you,
Right.
you know when you
what
link.
do is, right, listen. Where it comes up in her messenger,
Yeah.
all she does is clicks on that,
Yeah.
and it will open a StreamYard.
In the browser.
I'll do it. I'll do it while I talk to you. I'm going to go into Heather's message.
Dave, wait. She's talking.
Oh,
Right.
go on.
So she's clicked on it, and it's a white.
Just wait.
I'm going to send you a picture of what it looks like when I click on, right? Just bear with me, Clive.
Yeah.
You're entering a broadcast studio.
Dave, just be quiet for a minute.
Okay.
Right. I opened it, and this is what's coming to you. I'm just taking a screenshot of it.
Right.
Should do. It's taking its time. The signal here is pretty rubbish, to be honest.
Yeah.
That one.
I don't think it's coming up. I don't know if they've put something on. Oh, have you got it now?
Yeah, right. Go to the three.
Does it say StreamYard at the top?
Yeah, go to the three buttons on the right hand side, yeah?
Yeah, it tells you in the thing. It tells you exactly what to do, funny enough.
No, Dave, no. That's what she gets.
That's what I get. That's what's on my page now. That's all. It's a blank page, but it says StreamYard.
It's a blank page, Dave.
That's it.
I've never seen that. So it's not
No,
loading then? Yeah,
no, it's not loading.
Right, so what you might have to do, you'll have to close that and click on it again. And wait until the page comes up. It should come up.
Oh, I tell you what, press done in the corner.
See that? Can you see that?
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
she
what
hasn't
should
got
come
that, mate.
Yeah, listen, sometimes you don't get it the first attempt, and you have to shut it and open it. You remember what I said to you? I didn't like StreamYard.
Yeah.
It was doing that. It was doing exactly that to me in the initial stages.
Mate, she's trying at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, it's all right. It's all you can do is try, mate.
Exactly.
That's whether it opens or not is out of yours and mine and Heather's control.
Sorry, hang on a minute.
Wait there.
Hang on, I've tried a different way. Oh, you're entering a broadcast studio.
Yeah, come and join us.
Allow. Hang on.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Am I there?
Not yet.
I can
Don't get excited.
Right, hang on a minute.
Yeah, you can see yourself. Enter studio.
Enter studio.
The blue box at the bottom.
Oh, hello, Heather. How are you, babes? Put your camera on.
Can you see me? Am I here?
I got to put the phone down because it's going to echo.
You've got to turn it down. That's all you've got to do.
Hello?
Welcome to the technical world of Dave Swift.
You all right, Dave?
How are you, babes?
I'm blind. You're looking well, darling. How do you feel?
I feel good.
Stop. Do me a favour. Stop looking at that door.
Don't you dare.
She's looking out for the bogey man.
So how are you, Ed?
I'm all right. I've had a bit of a nap.
Say hello to everyone. You like?
Oh, he don't fucking shut up, does he? He's got verbal diarrhea.
I can sort that out. Go on then. Ed, it's your stage, babes.
What do you want me to say? Hang on.
How have you been, babes?
Well, he came.
How have you been?
I've been good, actually. I've been pretty good.
Yeah.
Good
Have you drunk your juice?
Look, we had a long chat about that, didn't we?
We had a beautiful chat about that.
Yeah.
I tell you what.
And I've got let me get my saints out because I always feel better when I've got my saints out.
Your saints hat. So I'm gonna bring.
I look like don't I?
I'm gonna bring Davey in because the both of you have got exactly the same. You can turn your volume up if you want as well, Lev. So I'm gonna bring David on because he thinks he's got control. I haven't. Go on.
Yeah. No, because I can still type, so you can't stop me typing.
I know that. So, Heather.
Yes.
how's the experience? Did you go to the jacuzzi?
No, I had a shower instead.
You had a shower?
Jacuzzi. I got lost.
What about the home cinema? Have you been in there with the popcorn yet?
What's he talking about?
The popcorn
Home
and the cinema.
with the popcorn and all that?
Well, I can't
This
hear
is-
what he's saying.
The cinema. He said about the cinema.
Oh, there is a cinema there, but it only had football on, so I come straight out.
What? There's a cinema.
It's called a TV room.
No. So, David,
About more one of those with the big screen, you know what I mean? The 40-foot screen.
It's got quite a big screen. Yeah, we can put films on, I think, or we did.
Does the lady come round with the ice creams and the stuff?
No fucking ice cream. You're joking, aren't you?
What do the staff do just out of interest? How do they fill their shift?
Yeah, some colouring and word searching.
Oh,
They do the same as Swandine then. They're brilliant colouring, isn't they?
I haven't seen the colouring.
Have you noticed they don't even go over the lines?
So, Heather, has anybody come in and said to you, what would you like us to do for you?
No, never. Not once. They poke
No.
their head in
How
the
are you
door about every
feeling
10,
with that?
15 minutes and write stuff down on a clipboard.
Yeah,
I
because
often give them a wave and say, all right, but
Yeah.
nothing.
what we found with that they're just observing and they report back because this is what they do. So you'll be assessed on Monday, and it'll be one of the ward nurses goes in there and says, oh, this and this. You got your bags? You got your bags?
Shay just said she's a diamond. I've been having a lovely
bags
chat.
I've got. What are you talking about?
You got your stuff delivered, your clothes and stuff like that.
I did, and they won't let me have my fags though.
See, Dave?
Had a little bit of tension about that, but I pulled
Yeah,
back.
we talk about that. We're in a good place now, aren't we? But David,
Yes, mate.
David, I haven't muted you,
Yes,
but
mate.
so
No, I know.
David, when it comes to the stress levels,
Yeah.
what are the stress levels like there for both of you have gone in and done it? What's the stress levels like? Because you change of environment and your comforts are taken away.
Talking about two different beasts, though, Clive. With all due respect.
For me,
What-
if I hadn't done. Sorry, do you want me to talk?
Go on, Eth. Go on, yeah.
For me, if I hadn't done a lot of work on myself, it would have destroyed someone. What they did to me,
Yeah.
it would have
Yeah.
made them completely shut down, break down. It's a fucking good job. I've been through this experience before because I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
But the way they're treating me now, I'm not blaming them. Let me just get that straight, because half of them don't know what they're doing. They're not experienced enough. They have no clue about mental health,
Yeah.
the stress levels it causes people. And I don't believe they're well trained. I think they're inexperienced and they shouldn't be in mental health without proper experience. I'm not blaming the individuals. I'm really not. They've been thrown in the fucking deep end as far as I can see. Most of them, or a lot of them, there's very few skeleton staff. A lot of them are agency workers. And so many change consistently. It screws you. It can easily screw you up. Easily.
There's no consistency. You need consistency.
Exactly. You've got no consistency at all. No. I did notice that. I must admit.
Heather, you showed me around the room and I was shocked because I didn't think it was a prison cell, and it is. And I was telling Dave.
It feels
Yeah,
like
I noticed Heather's actual conditions where she is. Where I was you came there, Clive. It's a modern unit.
I tell you what, I'm gonna read something out by her, because I tell you what, Wayne Paul Grant Baker, I would take her place that's because they probably think she will use them to self-harm. I would take her place any day. I don't know if you mean that because of you're not getting support yourself, or whether you would yeah, because it's heartbreaking to see Heather where she is. But it's Heather. At the end of the day, we're still
I'm
smiling.
here for purpose. I'm learning
Yeah.
and discerning
Yeah.
as I go. I know, I sort of don't know the full picture, but I know my time here is not wasted.
It's not
Does that
wasted.
make sense?
David's time
That's
weren't
the
wasted.
main, that's the biggest thing that Heather, trust me, the biggest thing you've got to take out of this, right, is what I did, is a life experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine someone coming in your being in the position you're in right this minute without what you've got around you, without the tools you've allowed to give yourself and learn from over the past year or so.
Yeah.
You imagine someone who is truly, truly, truly vulnerable, yeah, and not in a good place, in a very dark place, in your position. How would you feel? How do you think you'd feel then?
I wouldn't be sat here being able to talk to you now if I was vulnerable.
Of course you would.
I sat and had, after they took me in the fucking I'm going to call it a meat wagon because I was rolling around in the back. I had no shoes on, and it was like a prison van. It was almost like surreal because I thought, is this really happening?
Yeah, because have you got many pairs of shoes at your house that you could have slipped on, have you?
Hey? No,
I doubt you've got many pairs of shoes at your house.
I wasn't going to go willingly. They broke into my house. They trespassed and broke into my house.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I said, no, I'm not going. I didn't even put any shoes on. And they put me in the back of the van, but it was like a cage in the back.
Have you got shoes now, Heather?
I have, thank you.
Oh, good.
I have.
And where did you get them shoes from, darling?
They got dropped off in a bag today.
Oh, so they never supplied you with any footwear then. That's
Whatever.
nice.
I've got some now anyway, so it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
David.
So they're very caring, these people, aren't they?
It's
nice to see them go the extra mile. You know what I mean?
It is what it is, right?
Exactly.
It's not these guys' fault. I really want to reiterate that.
No.
It's the system.
And that's
it's not.
It's
not. It's not. They're used as cannon fodder.
David, let them have a say, man.
Go
on. Go on, babes. Tell him straight. Tell him.
It's the system that's fucked.
It is.
I want to go for the fucking top. I don't mess about at the bottom anymore. I sat and had a conversation with the doctor while I was in Stalingrad, let's just say, where they took me. Can't remember where it was, what part it was. But a doctor, they were all ready. They were all dressed up smart. They fucking knew what they were doing. They knew when they were coming for me. One of the doctors, I had about a half an hour, 45-minute intelligent conversation with him. And I said, look, I could teach you a lot, thing or two. I said, I'd like a load of your doctors in a room and teach them all about mental health. There you go.
Yeah.
And he said, you're a very clever lady. And then they had a conflab and they come back and he said, we think you need to be observed some more. So I thought, oh, here we go. And here I am.
And David, the thing they said was patronising to her. They patronised, and they seem to be pulling. What they're trying to do is get the emotions.
They're trying to intimidate me.
They are.
They ain't fucking working.
So, I tell you what, you and Davey, I'm proud of both of you.
See, the beautiful thing is, when you know what they're doing, and they don't know that you know that you know.
You see them clearly. It's like looking at a bunch of cunts, really.
Yeah. But you can't say that. You can say it and you can think it. You just mustn't say it to them.
In the context, but
of course you don't. You mean it in a different context.
Hang on a bit, Dave. Shut up for 5 fucking minutes. I was saying to Clive, right? He's got my thread. I was saying to Clive, it's like being in a game show. It's like, really, this is surreal. It almost feels like I'm in the Truman Show. Like these characters that have been specifically placed here for a bigger purpose. Honestly, that's how it feels to me now. It's almost a joke, and I go around laughing half the time. It's like, can't be. Almost, it feels so surreal to me. Now, to someone else that wasn't as strong of character or was as connected, shall we say, it would terrify them.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, look, let's be honest. This afternoon, you creeped up. You were off guard on your mind this afternoon. You creeped up, and we had a good talk about it. And
it really caught me unawares, that one, and I didn't quite see it at first.
It's a snake. I tell everybody the mind is a snake. It's like a ninja. It creeps up, it kicks you, and you think, like we talked about, and everybody's got it. But if you were somebody who was in there for the first time, and you and David have experienced it, so my concern is for the people who go in there. They then give them, they poke and prod, they get them emotionally vulnerable, they get emotionally charged, so the aggression comes out. Don't forget, now we talked about it today, there's over, and you was
that word, provocate.
Provoke. So when they provoke you, they provoke, all right?
Is that marching past my door every...
Then they've been doing it all day. But what you were shocked at, I think you were a bit shocked today when I told you there's over 2,000 words, vocabulary words for negative emotions, and there's only 1,000, just over 1,000. No?
Crazy.
It is. And when they intoxicate or they use mind-altering substances, and the people, how can you assess somebody? Me and David talked about this. How can you assess somebody when you give them mind-altering
You can't.
drugs?
You can't.
Shane Craig wants to come on.
Okay,
but what they do is they'll assess you, and then they'll say, you need this dose, this dose, this dose. And it's like, you are joking me. You've spent 10 minutes looking at me. You know hardly anything about me, and now you want to drug me up. That's where it started, this route, back in February. This is where this all went.
Yeah. Annie, so where do we go next? That's the big question, isn't it? Monday is I think Monday is our kingpin, really. Have you heard anything from any of the kids now this afternoon?
Only that little message from Abigail to say that she'd won the award and she went to collect it yesterday. Not a peep out of James, nothing.
Well, you haven't heard from him for a year, and
no, that's not true. I have seen him. What I meant when we had a conversation, I said I don't think I've been invited around his house for at least a year. I might be wrong on the timing.
Yeah,
I have seen him. He has been round.
I think,
and I thought we were okay.
but
between times he hardly contacts me, and I've messaged him a few times. But if I don't message, he doesn't message me.
I would love for them to reach out to you and say, "Mum, what do you want?" Because nobody's done it. Not even the mental health team. "Mum, what do you want?"
Thomas does message and checks quite a bit that I'm okay. Yeah. And he was around fairly recently.
I tell you what annoyed me today, Heather, was the way they spoke to Thomas.
That was disgusting. That's why I told you straight away about that. That was out of order. Speaking to someone like that.
There was no need for that. Like I said to you, nobody can say what emotions he's in at the moment. Nobody can say the emotions your children are in at the moment. We don't know if they've been pushed by the social services to say, "Oh, this is what we think is best for your mother, and listen to us because we know what we're on about." And nobody's asked what Heather wants.
No, but no one in all of this time have asked about my welfare.
They haven't.
The thing is, I've had several meetings with different people from mental health since being out, and we've made the picture clear. We've told them what route we're going down. We've got a homeopath. We don't need your services. We're doing all this. It's not like we haven't given them an alternative to what we are doing, and it's working. David, they're not.
I've got Shane. David, Shane's in the back room. I'll bring him in a minute.
They're not interested in any alternative that I'm doing. Nothing.
Well,
and they know. I even asked the doctor on Thursday. I said, "Do you know about chakras?" And I said, "Do you all know about chakras and this and that?" They're going,
but they're not looking at holistic. Like I said to you, the holistic therapy you went for at the beginning
Well, it
of the
don't
week.
make them any fucking money, does it?
No, it doesn't. So the holistic therapy you went to this week was absolutely brilliant.
She was brilliant.
What do you?
I've been seeing her since I come out last time, and she got me right balanced, the natural way, and I felt amazing, better than I'd ever done. I started to take the meds when I come out, and Thomas was there when this happened. I took a smaller dose, and I became very ill. I became slightly paranoid, and I laid on that sofa, and I had massive palpitations. I said, and Thomas said, "Don't take any more." Out of his mouth. And I said, "I'm not taking any more. This is making me feel terrible," because my system was so clear by then that even a small dose really affected my system. We shouldn't be taking this stuff. It's destroying people.
So when you come out, your journey begun into spirituality, meditation, yoga. I love your dancing. I do love your dance. Your energy you've got is amazing. Oh, it's amazing. And I watched the video yesterday, and I actually, when you done the video, the live the other day, I sucked in first, and then I thought, oh my God, look at all the people she's making happy. That's amazing. And then to see when the two police officers knocked the door, and I thought, oh, here we go. And I see the two people behind, and I thought, oh,
yeah, with their brollies. Like my friend Lisa said, yeah, the two with the clipboards and the brollies at the back. It's like, you've got to be joking me.
Joking. And I thought, she is in an element here now. But you held it together. I was loving it. And I was thinking, no, absolutely well done. Because other people, to be taken out of your house, out of your environment, and they didn't actually pack a bag for you either. It was, come on, you're going.
I know, and he had his foot, as I opened the door, he put his foot in and put his arm in. Didn't stand a fucking chance.
I tell you, it's shocking.
Someone. But they would have known, if they knew anything about mental health, they would have known that I would have been triggered from the previous one. That's what I believe that's what they were trying to do, put me into greater fear so that they could guard you, and I would have fought back. I'm just saying, I'm just surmising that's, I know a bit about PTSD and emotional triggers. I know exactly what it does.
And you triggered, I can see you looking at the door all the time. And I know what we've already talked about it.
Do you know what? Because this is my private time.
Yeah. And
I'll be honest, I don't like the fact that they feel they have to keep monitoring me. There is no privacy in this place.
There's not. Big brother. David, you didn't get monitored much, did you? Did you get monitored much, Dave?
Yeah. They just couldn't keep up with me. I'm double lively.
I didn't know what he said.
He said they couldn't keep up with me.
But he had them running around.
They're too busy making cups of tea and coffee. I used to say to them, not enough sugar, mate. Not enough sugar. I need more sugar. Make them walk all the way back again. And when they're gone, I'll tip it down the sink. Then I'll go out 10 minutes later, I'll have a cup of coffee, I'm gagging. They said, you just had one. I said, I'm not gagging.
Yeah. What was that, Ed?
Cigarette. I said, at least you got a fag.
Yeah.
Yeah, because listen, I'm not suggesting this at all right? Just don't take this the wrong way, Heather. Please do not take it the wrong way.
So I won't.
Me and you are different. We're different characters. Do you understand me?
Sometimes.
If they hadn't given me a fag, they'd have been removing bodies within an hour. Don't even think about it. You know what I mean? And they were told that. I'd still be there. I'll probably be somewhere else by now. Fags are very important. I don't know if you noticed, but fags are quite important to me. More important than oxygen. You take the fucking oxygen, give me the fag.
And I tell you what, and do you know the other thing is? Dave, do you know the other thing is beautiful? Laughter.
Look, here's my lighters on my desk. Just in case one doesn't work.
Like
I've got another 20 over there.
I tell you. But laughter is everything.
Because it produces good
Cigars,
feel chemicals.
more
Normal
backy
stuff
over there.
that runs through your veins.
Look at he's going through his back. He's going through his backy now. Look.
Just in case.
He's like me. He has to I buy things in threes.
Where's your cigars? Where's your cigars, bud? I tell you what, he is absolutely.
My mum said, when are you going to stop smoking?
Hang on.
I'm going to be smoking right to the end, Mum, when they set fire to me.
Hey, which person's been detained here? Is it Dave? Are you the person?
You know, if they come for me, listen, if they come for me, Heather, I've got a bag ready to go, guys. That's got everything in it.
He's got his bag.
Everything, including my 3 meters of rope.
I'll tell you what I did today. I felt really cheeky. So I come out my room this morning and I put YouTube on and I found like the Great Escape theme tune and I like marching out with the Great Escape theme tune.
I told you can't. Davey phoned me. This is a cracker, Heather. Davey phoned me. See these Ivy's vests we got on you?
Yeah, I seen that. What is it?
Gavin Briggs and Ian Briggs. Ian Briggs is the father, 29 years in the RAF. Gavin is 15 years. Gavin took his own life on the 3rd of July last year.
Oh,
so
bless.
Gavin's Ian's son.
Yeah. So he had this when he was in the mental health ward, and he phones me up and he goes, Clive. I said, what? He said, I want to pass something by you quickly. I said, what is it, Dave? What are you doing? And he went, I've got the Ivy's vest on, look. And we were on camera, and I went, Dave, what are you doing with that on? He went, I'm going to walk into the communal area, he said, and I'm going to say to him, H2's coming through. Come on, everybody out. H2. I went, Dave, don't you fucking dare, man, because they'll write you down and you're staying in. And he went, so I said, take it off.
Set off a thunder flash. That's what I was going to do. Thunder flash in there, boom! You know what I mean? Like the Iranian embassy siege, you remember that? I had 2 thunder flashes in my bag. I've always got them. I was going to set one of them off in the sling one in the room and come running in going, HS2's coming through! Run for your lives!
And I said to him, don't you dare. Don't you dare, I said, because that's going to commit you. And he went, okay. I said, take it off now. Take it off. So he took it off, and he goes, can I wear it out for a smoke? I went, no. So he went out for a smoke, and he went, it's a shit all out here, Clive. Look at all them cigarette butts. And one of the girls walking past, who we knew, and I went, is that Katie? Because she was Welsh. And he went, yeah. So she was a nurse, and I went, Katie, she come over, and I said, Katie, do me a favour. Go and get a sweeping brush for him so he can sweep all of it, so he can keep his mind occupied. Yeah. So she went, yeah. As she walked off, he went, can you get me some window cleaner as well? Because the windows are filthy.
Yeah.
And he actually started cleaning windows and sweeping up. Yeah, but it was because what happened, Dave? They went ballistic. They actually had a meeting, didn't they?
Yeah. They said he's fucking doing all the cleaning.
He's doing all the cleaning. So they had a meeting. And I said, look, he needs to keep his mind occupied. When you're sitting around, you will come up with crazy things to do just to keep yourself occupied.
I like black anyway. You know what I mean?
You know, and it's amazing, you know, and people don't realise.
I started a karaoke club in the evening.
Oh yeah. Don't you start stuff like that?
Jasmine.
Yeah, Jasmine was great.
What a voice! The staff wanted to get involved. I told them to fuck off. I said, you go and do your fucking covering. This fucking karaoke's for us.
I tell you. But when I sat with him, I actually said to him, you got to understand Dave's characteristic. Dave is full of it, and he loves a bit of banter. And that's the problem. You are loopy, Dave, but the problem you've got is they got to do an assessment on people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can you assess somebody when you don't know their characteristics?
you've hit the nail on the head. They blanket everyone. It's like today. You've seen I've got leads for my thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense, because I went to get my charger for my Bose speaker, and they said, no, because you haven't done the assessment. I said, what assessment? I said, I've got 2 leads for my iPhone and my iPad. Oh, well, Izzy needs to do a risk assessment. I said, but she never came and did one, and they still won't give me my lead to plug in my room. Where's the common sense? It seems to me they're the ones that need mental health, because they've got no common sense.
Is the risk assessment?
They're off their rockers, isn't they? You know what I mean? You know what's happened though? I'll
Because of a
just something
token
quickly.
hazard.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
I had that, funny enough. They said that to me, but I still had my 3 meters of rope.
Yeah. Shane, I know you're still there, but I'll call you in now. Shane's on me.
Listen, what's happened, I'll tell you what's happened is, Heather, they're so far off the actual script of what they should be doing, yeah, they don't know how the fuck to get back on it.
No. I think the people that are in here now were never on the original script. I think some of the people that might be on the original script have gone. Personally, I don't know who some of these people are. Yeah? That's just my personal opinion. I'm not saying that's the whole truth, but from what I can see and discern, these aren't the people.
I'm just really pleased with one thing.
Or these aren't the people that they're portrayed to be, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? I've got to
Staff we're on about, Dave.
I say.
Yeah.
That's just my gut feeling, instinct.
Yeah. Listen, I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased that I heard today. Clive spoke to him today. Was the support worker from Zimbabwe? Thank God we've got him working in the NHS. I don't know what Zimbabwe are doing for mental health workers, because he's here at the moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe we're doing job shares. Maybe we're doing job exchanges. We got our mental health workers are out in Zimbabwe.
You may not be far off that. Who knows?
You what?
You know what I mean?
I said he may not be far off that. Who knows?
There might be a swapping scheme.
I'm not
you know
making
what I mean?
any call on that.
No, and you can't.
It's just my personal observation and opinion.
The saddest point is,
I met a lovely Filipino support worker in Meadowfield. Couldn't speak a word of English, and my Filipino, to be honest with you, is quite shit.
But the support worker today on the actual phone, I felt sorry for him in one way, because when I asked him the question, I asked him the question, what do you think of Eva? Have you met her? Yeah, I've met her. What do you think? Oh, she's vulnerable.
Yeah, but remember we said that was just a script out of his mouth.
That's script.
He didn't
straight
even
away
know
script.
what the word means. I bet he couldn't.
No, Heather, you are vulnerable. Do you know why? Because they make you vulnerable. Because they make you vulnerable.
Because you're there. You're vulnerable because you're there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's the other way around.
But when he then turned around and I said, "Has she got all her faculties?" He went, "Yeah, she's got all her faculties." I thought, and that's when the phone went dead, because somebody must have leant over and gone, "What have you just done?"
What's an oxymoron, eh?
Oh, by the way, you haven't got no faculties. We're talking to you, and you're not making sense. By the way. They'll be knocking on Dave's door, I think. They got the wrong person. Oh, I tell you what. What was that? When my son was in, he rang one night upset, said he was going to kill himself. I rang the hospital straight away. The staff went to see him and said, "Stop phoning upsetting your mother." They had a piece of my mind. Oh my God. That's
disgusting.
But I can see it. We should be asking, what can we do for you? That's the service we should be providing. How can we help you? What can we do for you? And it seems to be...
What's coming to me is mental health facilities are the worst place to put people with mental health problems. I sort of saw a lot of it in custody as well when I worked there for 2 years. So I've got a little bit of experience. I used to be an appropriate adult in police interviews for vulnerable adults, and at least 25% of the people that they used to arrest at weekends were people with supposed mental health issues, and eventually they had mental health nurses at the back of custody.
But if you remember, to avoid your emotions, and mental health is stresses and emotions, a lot of people use alcohol and drugs, and the weekend is the best moment because the weekend is
absolutely it's the time of the week that they let loose of a stressful week. Yeah,
and not only that, there's our minds race 100 miles an hour when we're lonely, when we by ourselves, and so that's where that's where you've got to do all your hard work.
Yeah, it's very hard because it's an addictive cycle, because so many people of society, I hate to say it, but it's true, are addicted to alcohol, and they say, oh no, I'm not addicted, I could easily go without it. So I say, right, okay, go without it for 2 months and not even think about it or miss it, then you can claim you're not an addict, because people don't like the word addict. I was addicted to it. I used it as a prop. Anyone that uses a prop and they justify it and they make an excuse. Now, I'm not criticising anyone because it's so widespread. I did it constantly, and I justified it.
I teach drugs and alcohol today. I teach drugs, alcohol, and mental health in construction, because it's zero tolerance. And what I say to people today, that is, at the end of the day, we use avoidance techniques. It could be work, it could be drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be porn. People use porn, gaming.
Anything. It's a distraction.
Anything. It's that bath moment. It's when you get in the bath goes cold. You top it up with hot water instead of getting out. So but where we're going with it is, people today, mental health has gone massive. It's absolutely huge.
It's off the charts. It's off the charts. It really is. It's a huge problem. Huge problem.
And when you just said about the weekend, it's no surprise to me. It's no surprise at all, because that is the time when they haven't got work. They're by themselves. They're in their flat. And I've used them. And I haven't drunk. Dave doesn't drink any. Dave will have a glass every now and again, but he leaves it. I buy him a drink when we're in the Indian restaurant, and he actually takes a sip and then he leaves it. And I look at him and think,
I'll kid myself. I go, go on, Dave, have a lager.
Last time I went to the pub with my son after my mum's funeral, I thought, I might just have a rosé spritzer. And I took about that much of the glass. And bearing in mind, it's only a rosé spritzer. And it was like, wow, that really hit me. And I didn't finish it. I said, I can't have any more. I really can't have any more. That's how powerful it was. Because I'm clear.
Yeah.
Because my body's so clear and clean. It's like bang into the system. It's like my body's going, what the fuck is this? Because I don't need it. See?
No.
I'm high enough. What I mean is, not high as in, I'm happy enough that I don't need a false sense of happiness. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Should we bring in the Sea Lord?
Yeah, bring him in.
Yeah, go on.
Bring in Nemesis. Come on, where is he?
Nemesis.
You probably won't even see him. He'll be in a darkened room.
He'll be in a darkened room, submarine.
He'll probably have his glasses on.
Should we have a bet on it?
Glasses.
Where is he? Oh, here it comes.
He's not even looking at us.
There you go. He's got his glasses on.
Look, he's going to sleep, bless him.
Oh, look how excited he's got. Look how excited he is. It's easy to get rid of that excitement. Shane.
Shane, what did you shave with this morning? A brick?
Yeah.
Shane, are you excited?
Can I get a word in, Waze, then?
It's easy to remove you, Shane. Shane, it's easy to remove you. If your chopsing off, son, it's easy to remove him.
Good evening, Shane. Ahoy, sailor.
Salute.
He's not talking.
Good evening, Clive, Dave, Heather,
Hi, Shane.
you know, thi-
Are you with us or what? Are you with
this,
the? Are you with the Woolwich?
it seems to be a bit of a time lapse here with what we're talking about, but
Yeah, that's you,
yeah,
Shane. You've got to, when you talk, you've got to keep it going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, bless him. Don't pick on
Just
him.
an idea.
Yeah, just because he don't talk about a fun fucking.
Give me 2
100 miles
secs.
an hour like you
Give me
do.
2 secs. Let me phone Maple Ward up. See if they got a spare room.
Yeah.
He's stuck for words. I've never seen him stuck for words like this.
Go on, this is interesting, Shane. Have you any more to add to that speech?
yeah. I'll tell you what, Swifty.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Swifty. When the fucking
fine,
tides,
yeah.
when the tides in and whirring,
Yeah.
when the tide is in, I'm gonna bring my Hunter Killer submarine in.
Yeah. Listen, if you drive it if you drive it any like you do speak, I don't think you'll get anywhere near the pier, mate. You'll end up in fucking Dover, which could be a result.
So, how are you, brother?
You don't drive them things, mate. You fucking pilot them.
However you do it, mate, it'll be fucking interesting.
Well, I didn't think you were in the RAF. You were in the Navy.
What I'm gonna say. What I'm going to say, lads, is I had a lovely chat with Heather earlier.
And you took it a bit.
We're all out to get her out, of course. She's one of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Let me tell you now, Heather has got a big heart. She wears her heart on her
Shane,
sleeve.
let me ask you a question.
We need to
Yeah?
sort it out
Can I
for
ask you a
that.
personal question, Shane?
He's on delay, mate.
Hello, Shane. Wait until
Of
the
course you
voice
can,
gets down.
Dave.
Oh, right,
It's
that's
just-
it. Okay.
David.
It's got to get all the way from Sussex to Hampshire, so it takes a while.
His system's on
Right.
delay, son.
I'm going to ask you one more time, yeah? Think about what you're answering. Can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah. Yeah. Ask me anything, Dave.
All right,
Okay.
then.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Have you had a drink?
Yeah. Yes, I have. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that. That's all I wanted to ask.
Yes, I have.
Okay, mate.
So how are you anyway, Shane? How's it going, bud? I'm gonna spend some time with you now. I'm gonna come off here and I'm gonna come into a room and me and you are gonna have a chat. He's on delay. His system's on delay, mate.
Yeah, it's his settings, bless him.
It's his settings. They're so all over the place. Shane, I'm gonna push you out because your settings are all over the place, and I'll come into a room and I'll sort your settings out for you. All right? You still can't hear us. So
Okay.
definitely, his settings are out there, so we'll sort his settings out. I'm gonna
It's
sort
been
that
like
out.
it for months for him, bless him.
I tell you what, I absolutely love Shane.
He's
he's a
lovely,
blinder.
isn't he?
He's an absolute blinder.
He's done brilliantly, and I spoke to him earlier, and you know he's doing all right. He's doing good. You know, I'm proud of him
He's a lovely,
because he's doing
lovely
better.
guy.
He's doing better than he's been doing, Dave. He's still
He's
sharing.
having a go, mate. He's having a go. Listen, all anybody's got to do is have a go. That's all you've got to do. There's no magical trick for anyone. There's no magic pill, nothing. All you've got to do is try and have a go.
Yeah, I'm just going to send him I'm going to just send him a message. You your
You
settings.
don't know, Heather. My missus was an alcoholic for 27 years.
I was an
It cost
alcoholic as well.
It cost my missus her acting career. Yeah.
It's a killer. It's one of the most addictive substances on the planet.
Terrible. Listen, if you bought out alcohol today as an invention, it wouldn't get passed. It'd be a class A plus.
Yeah.
And everyone knows that. But fortunately for the people who produce it and the people who back them, i.e., governments,
money.
It's not just money; it controls the masses.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yeah.
In a legal form.
Yeah.
In a legal form.
And
when they can eventually control cocaine and heroin and cannabis, they'll legalise that eventually. When they can source, well, they've already done it in America, as you know. California, the state of California, its biggest revenue to date is cannabis.
Really?
Yeah, massive. Even Mike Tyson's got a huge cannabis farm in California.
The thing is, if you think about it, you go to the doctors, you say you got moods, they give you tablets.
Yeah.
What's the difference? You know, people use drugs and alcohol, but what they're doing, they're actually making you a junkie, an actual medication junkie, to avoid your emotions and avoid what's going on in your mind. Why don't we just teach people about the fundamentals of the mind?
Because it takes longer, and it makes them feel so much better that they don't need big pharma. Simple.
Yeah, exactly.
And it takes time and dedication from professional people. Well, it's easier just to write a prescription and say, there you go. It takes, 10 minutes?
Well, you know, cannabis, not that I use it, I don't. I have done in the past, but I don't use it anymore. I haven't done for several years. You know, cannabis, when's the last person you know who's had a joint or several joints, and gone and smashed something up?
No, they don't. It's not. It's not like that. It doesn't have that effect, does it? It's the.
When's the last person you heard of? When's the last time you've heard a report in Holland? In Amsterdam, in particular, which is the cannabis capital of Europe. Probably of the fucking world. When's the last time you've seen a report on any national media saying a cannabis calf in Amsterdam, and there's just over 1,500? I tell you that. When's the last time you heard a report that a cannabis calf, it went mental in there one Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or any night of the week or weekend, and everyone went nuts and started tearing lumps out of each other?
But you've got a problem today, Dave. And the reason you've got a problem today with cannabis is the growing of cannabis today. They're adding chemicals into it, which is enhancing the levels. A lot of people are becoming psychotic and having.
That's an absolute fallacy.
I'm telling you now, because when I use I can't use cannabis.
Now, I've been on lots of farms around Europe.
No, David, I'm not on about the farms. I'm on about the illegal growers.
Yeah, you know, Big Pharma.
Yeah.
I'm going to shock you now, maybe, hopefully not. There's a lot of illegal pharma drugs. All your medication that you can buy illegal ones. That are manufactured illegally. Unfortunately, in any industry where you can earn money, cryptocurrency, whatever you think of, wherever there's money, you'll get rogues.
David, it's in there. Look, I'm going to tell you, we used to actually bring in drugs from India. What we used to do is unpack the drugs and put them, and then pack them in Dubai into other packaging and send them out. That's what you swap.
You're talking about drugs that are supposed to counterfeit drugs.
You're talking about meds. And it still happens.
It's still done today.
It's packaging. Change over the packaging. That's it.
Listen, it's got so clever, that industry has got so clever, those drugs are now in pharmacies, in chemists. Flutes, all sorts. They're finding them all the time.
It's wild, mate. You know, And that's the problem. Ian Briggs just said it. Ian Briggs.
What you tried to say about the cannabis.
Ian Briggs just said, which is a cracker. The reason they don't do holistic medicine and stuff like that and teach people about how the mind, fundamental mind, no money to be made out of it. Is me and you talk about it. No, but not like
people do make money out of that.
No,
there's no money in it for the big pharma.
Yeah, for the pharmaceuticals, yeah. Massive pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, there's no big money in it for the pharmaceutical industry.
So what's that? It's what they done to me, Clive. I've been pumped of drugs by mental health team as it's money that costs for the cause. Yeah, we know that. And it's COVID-19. Fucking how much money?
I'm going to have a word with Wayne off of here, I think.
Yeah.
Definitely. I've got to have a word with him off of this screen.
Yeah. Hang on. Yeah. I know, and I'll talk to you about that later, Shane. A lot of people, they've got to. I tell you what, I'm going to talk about this openly because I do talk about this. Is a lot of people still live in their past. Either Dave, when you work on your issues in mental health, you got to let go of it. Would you agree? You got to let go of your past. You learn from your past, but you got to let it go. You got to let them stories go. All right, you can't keep living in them. Yeah,
as long as you've dealt with the issues.
Yeah, you know.
As long as you've dealt with the issues. If you haven't dealt with the issues, you can't let it go because your mind won't allow you to.
The only way the only healthy way to look at your past is to look how far you've come. If you've got an emotional attachment to it or anything comes up, then it needs healing.
Exactly.
Yes, definitely.
We don't live there. If you're in the past at all, we all plummet there sometimes. I'm not saying I'm
of course we do.
Perfect. I live in the now. I can honestly put a hand on the heart. I mainly live in the now. Sometimes I dip, which means I'm like Clive was helping me with some little spinning thoughts today.
Just a little blip.
A little bit there, not much.
Heather, I tell you what. Some of them thoughts had me in stitches. Some of them thoughts you come up with today.
What, the octopus one?
The octopus one? Oh, man, I tell you.
That was true.
So
I've got to go, mate. I've got to make a couple of phone calls. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot off then, but I'm gonna shoot off in a minute anyway. But Heather, you've got everybody behind you.
I'm really chuffed to nuts. I'll tell you, I'm so grateful for my army. I'll tell you, I've told some of my little buddies. I've made a couple of buddies in here already. The girls are so phenomenal in here.
Heather, I must say to you one thing. Yeah, a lady called Liz McPhee sent you a friend's request. I'm just letting you know.
All right.
I did tell her that I'd let you know. She lives in France.
All right, cool. Okay, I'm very discerning. Safe or not safe? Safe?
What, Liz?
On your
Liz is all right. Yeah, you'll be all right. You're all right with her.
Yeah. So that's where we are.
She's mad as a box of frogs, but she's fine. No, I'm joking.
We're all mad as box of frogs, mate. Let me tell you.
Ain't we?
So, Heather, absolutely beautiful. Thank you for stopping in. We know you.
We've had an hour and a half with you. It's like having a visit, isn't it? They said we couldn't have a visit. Yeah. Fuck you, National Health Service.
We know you give up your pedicure and your actual spa session this evening. So thank you for that. And look, remember, keep smiling, keep laughing, keep grounding. All right, and we love you. Everybody's behind you.
All right.
I'll need to have a word with Clive quickly.
Yeah. And so don't just drop off, Ed. All right, don't just drop off. Anyway, everybody out there, if you're feeling a bit rough, feeling a bit down, all right, please remember to reach out, start sharing, start caring. If you're not part of 3 Elements Tribe, come in there. There is brilliant people in there. They're all starting to share and care.
PTSD camp. PTSD camp.
PTSD camp as well. Get on with that. Look, we've got people out there who don't understand. They jump in halfway. Look, if you're going to jump in halfway and make comments, please go back and have a look what's going on, because don't assume you're making an ass of you and me. We don't.
Jump out.
And we're going to go. All right? You love me? Yeah.
Clive.